Her hand was a little too slow. Maybe I shouldn't have bothered with Ancient Stirrings that previous turn. Maybe I should have just deployed another artifact. Might have been able to win. I could have bounced the dragon, true. Been a negative 15. Are you happy with your team? Yeah, I think so. I mean, I'm gonna probably cut. Might cut Badger Mole from the deck. I don't know if the deck needs Badger Mole. I sure hope I don't die on turn 1. Hey, BD. I'm doing well. That was fun. Alright, what should we do between rounds? Should we play this deck more? This deck is such a bad in-between rounds deck. Do I have an Affinity Guide? I don't. I gotta play some more Affinity in Modern, though. I mean, I didn't think I was gonna die on turn 1. I don't think that that deck has a very high turn 1 success rate. Turn 2, sure. Turn 1, not very high. I think one of these has to go for more copies of Cauldron. I feel like it's Goblin Engineer. I don't think Engineer does enough. I was also thinking about Dredger's Insight, because Dredger's Insight could find you your stuff while also, I guess it gains infinite life also. I don't think I want to play the Engineer. I think more copies of Cauldron's good though. Could probably go down to Red Source. I only have 2 red sources. Nah, it's probably fine. I think I'd try it like this. Soul Cauldron's been kind of overperforming. Question is, how many Soul Cauldrons do I want versus like how many Dredger style effects? It's like maybe I want more Dredger style effects. Insight does gain you infinite life if you have Grinding Station, Emery, Cam, Opal. I mean, you're gonna win anyways. You could definitely play Cat this in this list. Have you just like cut these, played Cat cut these also? Play Beseiju. I actually did want to play Beseiju in the mana base, now that I'm thinking about it. I've never activated this Manamo. I don't know if I want this Manamo. Manamo could be like fringe good, I guess. I gotta fetch and play Beseiju. I was gonna play the Jeskai mid-range list in standard. The song's up above. It's Electric Resistance. I was thinking one of the Force Negation. I think we decided to put a Shadow Spear in the sideboard. I think this is how I'd tune it. See if we can play a match between rounds while I'm thinking about it. Sounds pretty sketchy, but I'm gonna try it. Hand's got a lot less sketchy all of a sudden. Turn 1 Emery. And a Soul Guide Lantern for good measure. I think that red-white turtle card is super sweet. Oh, this is not Yawgmoth. Okay, I thought this was Yawg. Meringue over the one in the Legends of Kurak has been better against landfall. Started playing a second starting town over the Quarry Mountain Monastery. Activated once all weekend and I died. Rather have more consistent mana. Okay, I'll make those changes. Let me actually make them right now so I don't forget. What? Magic the Gathering Online is a network-deployed application and must be started from the shortcut created by the installation process. Please reinstall the application and launch from the shortcut created. Whatever, Magic Online. Just saying words. Saying words that don't mean anything. Make the sideboard better against landfall. Is anybody truly good against landfall? Badger Man. Landfall's great. Classic turn 2. Flooded Grove. Am I playing against Living End? I think I am playing against Living End. Oh god, it's time to think. Let's cast our free Badger Mole. I hate thinking. Alright, blue mana. Use the green to cast this Grinding Station. Force of Negation. Well, that's kind of rude. It's fine. I think we go Cam, untap Breeding Pool. And after we go Cam, untap Breeding Pool, we can crack the Cam, untap the Breeding Pool again. Then we can go Cam, untap the Breeding Pool. Emery the Cam. Maybe the Endurance. They do not Endurance. Okay. Well, it's Cam, untap the Breeding Pool. Crack the Cam, untap the Breeding Pool. We drew a Breeding Pool. Okay. I think we get Mox Opal, Tough. We're gonna do some shit this turn. I don't know if it's gonna be good. We're gonna do some shit. I'm gonna discard this Haywire Mite, and then I'm gonna pick up a Rumble. Although I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna get Living Ended, and my entire board's gonna go away. Discard Haywire Mite. Make blue mana. Cast this Rumbies. Target this Breeding Pool. I think I just grab another Saga. Then we can make blue. Make a colorless Cam. Untap Emery. Skateboard. There's the endurance. It was only a matter of time till we found endurance. Now we get the tap endurance. And I think we haste tough. Also cast this bubble. Because why not? Typical turn 3. Another endurance. I think we dug like the endurance, what, like 20 cards back in our deck? We dug so many cards deep. Let's grab a spell bomb. Return our Urza Saga. Unless they're gonna endurance me. Okay. Saga. Let's float a blue. Let's bounce endurance back to their hand. Try to cast the spell bomb. Animate this. Bounce this. Let me move this skateboard over here. Draw a card. I was gonna cast Mox Opal. Pump there. Okay. Living End will take Consign a Memory, Force Negation, Metallic Rebuke. Bird Song. Bird Song. So I'm bringing in 9 cards. What 9 cards are coming out? Haywire Might. Tamios can probably just go out completely. Cub is like kind of nice in the matchup. I wouldn't say it's necessary. So let's trim 2 Cub. I think I want the Toffs. Let's just trim 1 Cub, 1 Cam, 1 Grinding Station. So I think we're just going to be the beatdown most of the time. Maybe a Mox Amber. Is Gene Pollinator interesting? Don't think so. If you could like permanently give it haste, it would be interesting. What if you play Frostcliff Siege? Gene Pollinator, Badgermole, Frostcliff Siege, that deck. We just play a standard deck. But if you could cast it with haste, then you could like put it into play and then Grinding Station. You could tap Grinding Station would untap, and then you could grind it. But that's kind of cool. It's like you can make infinite mana that way, right? I guess you need an untapper for Emery still. All roads lead back to needing an untapper for Emery. I'm gonna try this hand. I think I put back Steam Vents. Starting on the Flooded Grove. I think I played slow so that I wouldn't get FOV'd. I do not want to get FOV'd. That would be pretty bad for me. This could be a wistfulness, though. And I feel like they're going to kill the Vexing Bobble. Yeah, but if I played these out, then I get FOV'd, right? They don't care about the Vexing Bobble. Another wistfulness. Wistfulness kind of a house. I think they have an FOV. But I don't know if I can play around it at this point. This is a banger, by the way. I had forced negation. Okay. Well, they're pitching a Shardless Agent. I have to imagine they have another one. So I had to deal with 12 power of wistfulness. Skateboard. I don't know what this song is, but it's an absolute banger. That was from Sonic. No wonder it's a banger. Yeah, just take my beats and try to win next turn. Dismember. Not sure I'm beating that Dismember. Many Emery. Alright, well, we got Wistfulness. We got Wistfulness pretty hard. Hand was almost promising. I very much like to draw an Emery. And then we'll Surveil with Hedge Maze after. It's probably fine too. I don't really want to play Soul Cauldron, because if I play Soul Cauldron, it's just going to get Wistfulness. Alright, well, I got 2 Soul Cauldrons now. Although I suppose they're just going to Wistfulness my Urza Saga anyways. Yeah, that's not a green land. Cope, 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 cope. Crab. Really? They don't want crab? Must have another crab in hand. Let's make Construct. Maybe get Thought Seized. Maybe get Endurance. Deceit's a crab. I'm not sure what to grab here. Maybe just Mox Opal. Could also grab Soul Guide Lantern, maybe. think Box Opal's a little bit more helpful. Another one. My stupor. It's been sunken. Crab. Crab. How many matches are left in the no ban list challenge? 4. Kind of scared of this Overlord. This Overlord might be pretty powerful. I think I'm pretty dead to Mystical Dispute also. If they have Living End plus Mystical Dispute. No, back to being terrified by the Overlord. Let's target the cam. See what they do. I think we attack for 4. And then we cast Cauldron or Bobble and leave a Force Negation. I guess I cast the Cauldron. Skateboard's not a bad one either, though. I think Skateboard top is going to get the job done. I think I'm going to eat this Deceit out of the graveyard. Put it on the Construct. I don't want them bouncing my Construct. Yeah, let's grab Skateboard. Cast Skateboard. Tap down Overlord, and then we equip the Skateboard onto the Construct. Attack. They're gonna have to flash in Subtlety, and then we can tap it down with this other cam here. Say cheese. GG's. And it's kind of mid. Tan's worse. Oh boy. So what I get for not keeping 7. Bin's Archon. You know what? That worked out pretty well. As long as I don't get persisted on turn 2. I hate when Surveillance just are in Tomb. It's so frustrating. We used to live in a society. I don't know what I want. Swan Song. Try not playing the Cubs here. I say that's one of the most frustrating things about current modern. Survey land in Tomb and Agorios or persist, whatever. Very unfun. But then again, I died on turn 1 to Storm and no bandless modern, so you know. Or Belcher and no bandless modern. So what's the difference, really? What about the Boros one for Flage? Entomb Flage is pretty messed up, too. What if Uro came back? Then we'd have to ban all the blue-green surveillance also. Sorry, Hedge Maze. Is Entomb Phoenix okay? Yeah, it's fine. Uro doesn't kill people. Uro doesn't kill people. People kill people. Oh, I guess I should have cast that skateboard main phase 1, huh? Well, lesson learned. I know they have a binding for the Soul Cauldron, too. Picking Mox Opal's interesting. Might work out for them. But not taking the Soul Cauldron, I feel like, is probably a mistake. How good Swan Song is. Swan Song, my goat. Oh shit, this bird token has hexproof. Can I beat a hexproof token? Apparently not. Oh, good. High noon. Hmm. Yeah, it is fresh. Yeah, it is. About that is high noon. We did it. We hit land. Too bad I have to put in the play tap because I'm just gonna die to this high noon. Actually, I can't not die to high noon, right? So I'm gonna die to them attacking with both anyways. Oh, none of these were the sauce. Maybe they don't know what high noon does. I can't believe them taking my Mox Opal just won him the game. I felt so wrong at the time. I just didn't draw a land. You wouldn't crack your high noon, would you? What matchup do you want the Frost Cliffs for? I feel like the Frost Cliffs aren't good. Maybe they are, I don't know. Against the Doomsday Excruciator matchup. Emery, Amber, Opal. Playing against Twitch chat. Collectively, all of Twitch chat. Why am I just getting entombed over and over? Can I not get entombed over and over? Hmm. Very inconvenient. Maybe Soul Cauldron will save me. Could also go Emery, Cam, Cauldron. I don't know. I'm probably just gonna die here. They have like a 7 drop to discard or 8 drop to discard into Goryo's for Ulamog. I'm gonna die. Do you have the thing? I am dead if you have the thing. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to survive sacrificing 7 or 8 permanents here. They could also just Emperor Bones eat my Soul Cauldron. They have Emperor Bones pending for 3. I wonder if they have a Solitude in their hand also. This is fine. Okay. Let's grab a skateboard. Which is greedier than Soul Guide Lantern, but I can win here. Alright, Emery acquired. I still don't have a grinding station in the graveyard quite yet. Well, let's see if we hit it. No. I think we take a cam and then we take. I guess Soul Cauldron. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I could really do here. Go just eat this Ulamog right now. And Goryo's the Ulamog. Alright, well, that doesn't really do anything unless they have Consign of Memory. I guess they have Ephemerate in their hand also. It's time to think. I don't actually know if I have too much to do here. I think it might just be draw 2. I guess I could flip Tamio. I think I might be happier with Tamio as a blocker. It's another cam too. So I do have to sacrifice 2 permanent, which is kind of annoying. So I can tap this thing down. I think I pass. I guess I'm sacking Clue and Cam. Oh, I could sack Cam and Clue. And if I sack Cam and Clue, I can also tap down the frog. Your ward sacrifice too? Kind of sweet here. Because now, you can target Cam again and then tap down this frog. Yeah, that's super sweet. Yep. We do have another Emery in our hand. We just need to find the grinding station. Could we kill them with constructs? I don't think so. Spellbomb could be good though. What's up, Disco? Grinding station. Alright, we hit the grinding station. Sack the Mox Opal. I guess Soul Cauldron also gives you an out to them milling over Emrakul, right? So Soul Cauldron's probably really good. Just because it also gives you outs to Giant Eldrazi. Hmm. I don't know if I want a ton in this matchup. Probably Force Negation, Metallic Rebuke, Swan Song. Could also take Needle for Frog. Then we could cut probably Tough and 2 Badger Moles. Ah, Wizards can't help themselves from printing some broken artifacts. I think Cauldron is pretty good. Maybe 3 is too many. 2 might be the magic number. Third in the sideboard for matchups like this. Tough is kind of like an alternate win condition. I don't know if it's better or worse than Urza. The 2 seem pretty comparable. I think I dig this hand. We can crack the fetch, get a Surveil land, and then crack the fetch again when it comes back. Hmm. Cub's been pretty okay. I wouldn't say if Cub's been phenomenal, but I also don't think it's been bad either. Wrath of the Skies. Okay. Guess I'm gonna flip this Tamio then. We're gonna have Wrath of the Skies. So I can Badger Mole Scalding Tarn, crack the clue, and then get my Scalding Tarn back. Now we have to flip Tamio. Be a little bit more insulated from Wrath the Skies. If you want to rat these 2 away, that's fine. Let me grab this list. It's on the flex slot. Let's crack this, grab an island. Cast the Rumbies. Grab Emery. Minus Tamio, grab the Rumbies. Make a green mana. Cast the Rumbies. Grab Spell Bomb. Cast Spell Bomb. Cast Emery. Pass? I think passing's fine. So I know they have a Rat Disguise in their hand, and I could pick up something that's gonna get killed. Also, this insulates me from getting Goryo's. Entomb Satraxa. Pretty good set of hits. I think I'm supposed to spell bomb the Satraxa back into their hand. Even though it feels kind of awkward. They could probably discard it and Goryo's it back if they have another Goryo's in their hand. But I think it's something I do still. Looks like they're just kind of pending the Emery. Goodbye, Cam. My surveillance cam, no. My IRL surveillance cam. Just gonna discard a Droxa. My hand doesn't really do anything. Pretty awkward. Yeah, shouldn't I get to untap something? Picking up Thoughtseize. Unluckily for them, I got nothing Thoughtseize worthy. No, Gorios. Yeah, I don't think we're winning this game. Cameo down. A little bit surprised that they're going for this. Yeah, Soul Cauldron pretty badly. I also pick up the Swan Song. I think I just take the Rumble. Well, there's Emery, but I don't have Skateboard yet. Yeah, I think we're doomed. Doomed? Probably. I wonder if I can mill them out. I don't think that's possible. Another one. Goodbye, board. Yup. 5-mana divination that taps too, though. Honestly, this tapping an opposing creature has been so clutch. I got Solitude, Ephemerate, Marsh Flats, yep. We're just gonna never die for a few turns, which is nice. Ulamog pending Polluted Delta Force Negation. What's our path to victory? Oh, we don't have one. But we can not die for a little bit here. Emery. Okay. Oko Bone Zone. I still think milling them is possible. Soul Cauldron, huh? Emery's so expensive. Alright, let's go Cauldron. So probably gonna force a negation. Emery. Which they're gonna Solitude. And then we got a Cam Emperor, or the Ulamog off of Emperor Bones, and then sacrifice 2 lands. Yeah, I don't think I can win this game. I'm gonna go ahead and scoop. Mayhaps I want this Vaccine Bobble. Try it over Badger Mole. Vaccine Bobble might be good for Solitude. Sure. I forgot to get my camera overlay up. Much better. I think I'm down to take another Rumble. Cool with Badger too. Play the Cauldron, say go. Then next turn we can play land, then Badger, the Hedge Maze, and Rumble. Maybe find something good. Or if they're gonna pending my Soul Cauldron, I could just cast another one. Force Negation, pitching Psychic Frog. Bone Zone. Okay. I think we Rumble into a Skateboard. Kind of interesting. I could play the Skateboard, play Emery. Or I could just Rumble again. I think I'm just gonna Rumble again. I don't think I've made my land drop yet. I think I just pass. I completed a casual hula hoop. What does that mean? Why did I lose my hula hoop match 0-1? I just played against myself. Yeah, I went 1-2. KCI has a really hard time against Consigned Memory. The Phoenix Dredge is probably a better call. A skateboard for an amber. Cast an amber, and I think I just pass. So Wrath for one is going to blow up the skateboard, the hedge maze, and the spawn token, and the Mox Amber. I think I forced this. Then maybe I don't care about any of that. Need to eat my Mox Opal. I think we're going to use our divination here. Well, hello. I found another cam also. Okay, so Emery's gonna die. I think that's fine because I have the Soul Cauldron in my hand. So I think we go Cam, untap here. And then we shred the skateboard. Did not find Emery. Untap. Draw. Mox Amber Vexing Bubble. Alright, let's shred ourselves again. Do you need a blue mana up? So this is gonna be my last shred. Damn, I didn't hit a single Emery. It's kind of crazy, no? Damn. There's 3 Emerys hiding in the bottom 16. Emery, oh Emery, where have ye gone? Pending or ephemerate? It shows ephemerate. Emery? No? There's 3 Emerys in the bottom 12. Shouldn't have boarded that Emery? I guess not. I'm gonna eat their frog. I was also one in the Emperor. That's true. I forgot there was one in the Emperor Bones. What if I just start attacking? Now there's a frog under my cauldron. I am VTubing. Inamo. Go. I don't know if that's the right call. Adapt, sure. Atraxa, Ulamog. Manama should be quite good here. Eat Atraxa. Put the counter on Hedge Maze, I guess. Untap my Soul Cauldron. Nom. Minamo secretly busted him. My cam. Says that they missed that. Well played. Emery. So pretty much the way I win from there is I just fly all 3 of these with the Psychic Frog that's under the cauldron and then attack with all 3. If they go to kill one, I can discard a card and pump the other. I think this hand's good. Maybe we're up against Affinity. Ravenous Robots. Turn 2 Capstern. We should be good to win next turn. Depending on what interaction they have, because they have this engineered explosives, which doesn't really matter, I don't think. But if they have metallic rebuke in hand, that does matter. But I think we win next turn. Gotta find the cam off of grinding station. Yeah, I was trying to bait them into rebuking Emery if they did have it. Yeah, this is a kill with the cam. No cam yet. I think we run bees. Still no cam. So I shouldn't always yield to grinding station because I want to go Mox, blue, grind it away. There's the cam. Spawns can't become planeswalkers, as we've learned. And then we take the amber. And then we grind this away, targeting them. Okay. Affinity, 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 affinity. Affinity. Needle. Vexing Bauble. Strict Serenade, I think that's it. Top seems slow, and then we can cut a Badger Mole as well. Although this whole Guide Lantern doesn't really do anything either. So I'll leave the Badger Mole in. I haven't really missed main deck rebuke too much. I definitely missed it when my opponent went turn 1 Surveil Land, bid Archon, turn 2 Persist. But I don't even think I had enough artifacts or anything to rebuke it. I think it just died. I guess I did cast the turn 1 Emery when that happens. Maybe I did have enough artifacts to rebuke. Badgermole's really good with the cam, because if you earthbend a land, you can tap it for 2, then use cam to untap it, and then you can generate mana with it. Then you can essentially crack the cam for 2 mana, so you can turn your camera into a 2 mana divination. Yeah, every time, so you cast the cam, it untaps Emery, and then whenever you sacrifice the cam, it also untaps Emery. So you use one of the Emery untaps to target the cam, and you use the other Emery untap to target the Mox Amber. And then you generate the mana off the Mox Amber, and then you cast the cam. PV is pretty interesting. Yeah, I can't cast Emery, otherwise this would be a turn 2 kill. Seems like they're sitting on Metallic Rebuke also, though. Or maybe they're not. Vaccine bubble, come to me. Yeah, I don't think I care about that. I'm gonna counter them casting Mox Opal though. Casting Bubble. They were gonna cast Mox Opal. Do we think that they have instant speed interaction, like a force negation? I don't think I'm playing around it. Mox Amber. Alright, chat, prediction time. Is it a 4-dasher? Yes, no, maybe so. I don't know about this card. You could just go straight blue-green. I was thinking Goryo's like could be good too, so you can Goryo's back your Emery, but I feel like Soul Cauldron kind of accomplishes the same thing anyways. There's so many different ways of building this deck, it's hard to say which one's the like de facto best way of building the deck. I think I'm supposed to shock this in and say go. We don't really need the red anymore because this deck doesn't have Breach, and the reason that you were playing red and Breach prior was because of Breach. So you can just play like straight blue-green now. You can splash any of the colors. You can splash white, you can splash uh, black, you can splash red. Kind of just get to take your pick. I think straight blue-green could be good enough. I think I'm gonna get Archon. Oh, my Emery's gonna die for sure. Splash white for Ocelot Pride and Goddess Holes. Okay, now we're talking. Now we're cooking. Bye bye, Emery. I think you could play Dredger's Insight in the place of any splash color. I feel like Dredger's Insight is quite good for this deck because it picks up a creature or an artifact. I think Dredger's Insight might be really, really strong. Badger Man. Could also play Shifting Woodland if we go straight blue-green. That's true. I was kind of hoping for Soul Cauldron off of that. This deck almost reminds me of like Nadu, with the way you can build it just straight blue-green. Obviously, it's nothing like Nadu, but it's got the same like Urza Saga, do whatever you want shell. Oculus and Filage. Filage, persist, unearth, looting. Chooses persist. Persist the Oculus, okay. Another Emery. Okay, what do we have in here? I have a lot of options. I think I want to start with Cast a Bauble. Crack the Scalding Tarn, grab an island, play another Emery. Keep the original. And we milled the station, which means we can Cam Emery, cast station. Trigger on the stack, mill ourselves. Oops, mill ourselves, sacrifice surveillance. Untap, mill. Okay, we had a Mox Amber. So we cast the Mox Amber and then we assemble the full combo here. Okay. This deck's pretty dumb. I'm not gonna lie. It's doing a lot of unfair stuff. I think I just want Swan Song, Metallic Rebuke, and take out Toph. I definitely don't think you need Toph. So I was thinking about like Jeskai Ascendancy, but I feel like the green's too strong. You could play Jeskai Ascendancy in here as well. If you play Jeskai Ascendancy and cut all the green cards, then you can have another outlet of winning with Emery. Other cards I was thinking about playing was like Frostcliff Siege, so that way we can have Emery get haste all the time, but it's probably just worse than a second skateboard. Or Lava Spur Boots. And then I was also thinking about playing Fate Stitcher. If you're going straight blue-green, you could play Fate Stitcher and start untapping a bunch of stuff. That's interesting too. Yeah, you could play like Retraction Helix also. If you wanted to go more of the Jeskai Ascendancy route. Fate Stitcher, I feel like Fate Stitcher could do some shenanigans in this deck, but I kind of am just too dumb to figure out what Fate Stitcher can do. I think Fate Stitcher could be very, very promising. What the frog do? Maybe I want to take Soul Guide Lantern instead. And just like cast the Soul Guide Lantern. I think this is fine though. I think this forces them to keep up some removal. That was a good draw. Let's Badger on to Saga. Go grab an island. Then we'll Badger on to Island and then cast an Emery. Now with all this mana, we could definitely win next turn. Especially since I can get a skateboard and then get my next Emery haste, even if I kill this one. So I think we're feeling okay here. Discards. Imagine if they Pyroclasm me. That'd be disastrous. No blocks. Kills Emery, makes sense. Alright, let's grab a skateboard. And then we can bobble. Emery. Flare denial. Oh. Oh, I found a soul cauldron. Small problem though. So I eat Emery. I can get back Haywire Might. Maybe that means I don't die. Let's take a peek at their top card. Another frog. I think I'd cast the Haywire Bite. Minamo. Damn. Can't beat that though. Oh, let me go to declare blocks. Well, okay. Block. They could have given it flying and discarded their hand and then I can't win. Spiritual 3-2. That was only game 2 though. Now we gotta decide what to do. Can I make a large enough construct to kill them? Probably. There's a 4-4. I eat the frog. I put it on the construct. Okay, Manamo will untap this. Let me just exile it. Well, I got baited by Twitch chat. Take it. I forgot about them just eating that. Alright, now we gotta do some Emery stuff then. What can we do Emery wise? Probably not much. Cast. Forgot they could just eat it. Yeah, I think that ruins my plans here. I gotta draw a camera. Could cast Might a couple times. I don't think I survived though. Another Badger. Could draw with Soul Guide Lantern. If I draw with Soul Guide Lantern, I hit a Badger. And then Badger doesn't really do anything for me though. I guess it's cast Soul Guide Lantern and cast Haywire Might, maybe. But I can, like, realistically never prevent them from flying it. If I can't prevent them from flying it, I don't think I have any outs here. So maybe I just have to dig deeper and hope for a cam. If I Earthbend Manamo, can I target itself? So if I draw... I don't have the mana to do that, though. I don't think, unless... No, I don't think I have the mana for that. Also, it requires a lot of blue. Oh, this deck's so hard. I think I cast a Haywire Might. And then I cast the Bobble. No, I don't have the mana for that. I think I just pass. I'm probably just dead here. Well, actually, I can't just pass. I'll die for sure. But now I didn't leave myself out of drawing the camera because I used my blue mana. They're bringing in Holy Heat. No. Okay. We're dead. I wasn't expecting Flare of Denial out of them. Flare of Denial was kind of crazy. Should have been dead a turn sooner anyways. Badgermal's really good with the camera. You can kind of just, like, crack the camera for essentially 1 or 2 mana, depending on how many Badgermals you have. So you can, like, draw 2 with your camera more reliably. Taking the Might doesn't do anything. You don't gain life from sacrificing other creatures that have Might ability. Yeah, you don't gain life from Soul Cauldron Haywire Might. Doesn't make sense. It's also pretty good with Soul Cauldron because it makes, like, multiple emeries. Also, targeting Saga is really good too. I don't know, this card has applications. I'm not sure if it's, like, what we're supposed to be doing, but I definitely think it has applications. Molten Collapse. My stuff. Hey, buddy. I think I do this on the fetch land. Oh, that's a lot of cams. Kind of got punished for doing that on the fetch land. Could have been cracking cams. Molten Collapse Part 2. Think they have a surgical extraction. I guess the answer is no. Emery, Haywire Mine. Let's take an Emery. And maybe I'll mill into something helpful. Emery's so expensive. Alright, Bobble. Emery. Milled into another Soul Cauldron. Now let's target a Cam. Untap the Badger Man. I think we just take a Bobble. Badger Man down. Emery down. I guess I could have saved Emery. They don't have Delirium. I should have saved Emery. Didn't realize they didn't have Delirium. Hmm. Let's target Bobble. I'm gonna crack this Cam, targeting the spawn. Found an Opal and a Rumble. So we can get the Cam back. And we can cast another Bobble. I don't think I want to flip Tamio. So I think I'm gonna cast two or crack two of these Bobbles now. And then one on their turn. I think I want Tamio as another potential Emery. Frog. And Archon. And Frog. I'm gonna need to borrow this Frog real quick. Skateboard. I think we start the turn with a Rumble. Let's grab a Cam. Oh my gosh, I have infinite decisions to make again. I guess attacking with Tamio is just like worse than casting more Bobbles. I know I have the hiccups. Let's cast more Bobbles. Start pushing buttons. I think this one wants to cast the Cam. That's pretty much what I'm doing, is just pushing buttons. Push buttons, pass. Yeah, but it didn't win the poll. I left it up to the people to decide what we're gonna lose with. Yeah, you can Thoughtseize me. Spoilers, my hand is not good. Skateboard, though. More Flare of Denial. Badgerman. Badgerman's also another Emery. Alright, Badgerman. Show him why you're in the deck. Maybe. Maybe show him why you're in the deck. And blue. I think I start cracking the cam first. Let's go Emery, target cam. As a cheerleader, come on. Can't hit on Badgermal that hard. Then we can cast this cam. Untap here. Crack the cam. Target here. Oh, it's not Badgermal. I think Badgermal's kind of huge here. Then we can green. Target cam. Another Badgermal in this hedge maze. Can't find a grinding station. Hey, I found a grinding station. They did have that, didn't they? Okay, that's fine. Then we target Mox Opal. Mystical Dispute. Fine. Fine. Have it your way, opponent. Pretty sure they're drawing another flare too. If I remember correctly, they're drawing another flare. Push a Badger. Okay. Persist Philology. Probably just gonna attack them. Just to make things a little easier. No, I'm not gonna go for the combo. I'm just gonna attack them. I don't think I have the time for the combo. Not from 38 cards anyways. It's probably gonna take me around like 5 minutes to mill 38 cards. Yeah, pass. I don't even think I did anything with Emery. Or Tamio, rather. Bonk. Tech's so complicated. So good, though. So unbelievably good. So if we were to just turn this into strictly Simic...
Have you
Bing
peeked?
bong, bing bong, bing bing bong.
Have you peeked?
You're a third-rate duelist.
I can't take it anymore!